Good afternoon, students. Greeting all the 6th standard students for the science class, Unit 6, Health and Hygiene. Before I start the lesson, I want to tell few instructions regarding COVID-19. Avoid going out and interacting with new persons. Always wear a mask when in public places. Maintain a distance of 6 feet from others. Strictly follow lockdown rules. Stay home, stay safe, and stay blessed. Let us all follow all these instructions and fight against COVID-19. The new lesson we are going to learn today is health and hygiene. This lesson is subdivided into 3 units. One is components of food, another one is health and nutrients, next introduction to microbes. Today in this class we are going to learn about health and hygiene, then we are going to learn about components of food. First let us know about health. Good health is the key to happiness. The word health refers to a state of complete emotional and physical well-being. Health care exists to help people maintain this optimal state of health. World Health Organization defined health as a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. Once again, I'll tell what is health. Good health is the key to happiness. The word health refers to a state of complete emotional and physical well-being. Health care exists to help people maintain this optimal state of health. World Health Organization defined health as a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. Next, let us know what is hygiene. Hygiene is the foundation of healthy living. It is the practice of keeping yourself and your surroundings clean in order to prevent illness or the spread of diseases. Once again, I will tell what is hygiene. Hygiene is the foundation of healthy living. It is the practice of keeping yourself and your surroundings clean in order to prevent illness or the spread of diseases. Now, one pandemic is surround us. To prevent the spread of that disease, we have to follow hygiene. That is, we have to have the practice of keeping ourselves and our surroundings clean. Now let us go to the lesson, that is nutrients. We want to give the definition for nutrients. The chemical constituents of food which give us energy, help to build our body and protect us from diseases are called nutrients. Once again, I'll tell what is nutrients. The chemical constituents of food which give us energy, help to build our body and protect us from diseases are called nutrients. Next, let us know components of food. The food what we are taking is contain all the nutrients. The nutrients are classified into seven groups, but the seventh one is not mentioned, but I'll explain that nutrients are of classified into seven groups. One is carbohydrate, protein, fat, vitamins, minerals, water, and roughage or fiber. The fiber is also play a vital role in among the components of food. One by one, let us learn. Before that, I'll tell carbohydrates, protein, fat, vitamin, minerals, water, and fiber. All these are the components of food. One by one, let us learn. First one, carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are energy giving components of food. Once again, I'll tell carbohydrates are energy giving components of food. We can obtain carbohydrates in the form of sugar, starch, and dietary fibers. That is only I told roughage or fiber. Carbohydrates are found in three forms. One is sugar, another one is starch, the last one is dietary fiber. I'll give the sources of sugar: fruits, honey, sugarcane, beetroot. All these food contains sugar. It is one form of carbohydrate. Next, starch, the source of starch: rice, maize, potato, etc. These are the sources of starch. Starch is also one form of carbohydrates. The last one is dietary fiber or fiber. The sources of dietary fiber are whole grain, nuts, etc. The slide you can able to see the picture. Once again I'll tell carbohydrates are found in three forms: sugar, starch, and dietary fiber. Sources of sugar are fruits, honey, sugarcane, and beetroot. Sources of starch are rice, maize, potato, etc. Sources of dietary fiber are whole grains, nuts, etc. Next, let us learn about fats. Fat is also an energy giving food and provides more energy than carbohydrates. They are insulate our body and protect the cells. Sources of fat: butter, ghee, milk, cheese, paneer, nuts, meat, fish, egg yolk, etc. Once again, let us learn about fats. Fat is one of the components of food. Fat is an energy giving food and provides more energy than carbohydrates. They also insulate our body and protect the cells. Fat is deposited just below the skin and protect our skin. The sources of fat: butter, ghee, milk, cheese, paneer, nuts, meat, fish, egg yolk, etc. Next, let us learn about the next form of food: protein. Proteins are necessary for our growth and repair as well as regulating various body functions such as digestion, respiration, circulation, etc. Proteins are body building food. Sources are pulses, eggs, fish, milk, chicken, grams, etc. Once again, I'll tell protein is also one of the components of food. Proteins are necessary for our growth and repair. Repair means if you get any wound in your body, that wound will be healed only with the help of the nutrient called protein. as well as regulating various body functions such as digestion, respiration, circulation, etc. Proteins are body building food sources, pulses, eggs, fish, milk, chicken, grams, etc. The next component of food is vitamins. Vitamins are required for carry out various biochemical reactions in our body. Vitamins are called as protective food. There are three major vitamins: vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, and vitamin K. Vitamins B and vitamin C are water soluble. Vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E, and vitamin K are fat soluble vitamins. Sources: fruits, vegetables, grains, and meat products. Once again, I'll tell about vitamins. Vitamins are required for carrying out various biochemical reactions in our body. Vitamins are called protective food. There are six major vitamins: vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, and vitamin K. Vitamin B and vitamin C are water soluble. Vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E, and vitamin K are fat soluble vitamins. Sources: fruits, vegetables, grains, meat products, etc. All these examples are given in the picture in the slide. You can refer and you can know that. Next, the vitamins. What are the functions of the vitamins? If it is less in our body, what are the deficiency diseases we are getting, and what are the symptoms of the disease? Everything is given in this slide. Listen very carefully. Type: vitamin A. Function: healthy vision and skin. The sources are fish oil, egg, milk, ghee, carrot, corn, yellow fruits, and green leafy vegetables. The main function is healthy vision and skin. The deficiency diseases: night blindness. The symptom is poor vision, difficulty of sight in dim light. These are the things you have to know about vitamin A. The type is vitamin A. The main function is healthy vision and skin. Sources: fish oil, egg, milk, ghee, carrot, corn, yellow fruits, and green leafy vegetables. Deficiency diseases: night blindness. Symptom of this disease is poor vision, difficulty of sight in dim light. The second type is vitamin B. Vitamin B, the function is healthy nervous system and formation of RBC. RBC means in blood, white blood corpuscles are there, red blood corpuscles are there, platelets are there. This red blood formation of red blood corpuscles takes place in the bone marrow. This vitamin B, the main function is formation of red blood corpuscles. Sources: whole grains, unpolished rice, milk, fish, meat, peas, and green vegetables. The deficiency disease is called beriberi. The symptom of beriberi is nervous weakness and fatigue. These are the symptoms of vitamin B. Once again, I'll tell you the type is vitamin B. The function is healthy nervous system and formation of RBC. sources, whole grains, unpolished rice, milk, fish, meat, peas, green vegetables. Deficiency of diseases, very. The symptoms of the diseases, nervous weakness and fatigue. The third type is vitamin C. The main function is protect the gums, helps immune system. The deficiency diseases, scurvy. Source of vitamin C, oranges, gooseberry, green chili and tomato. The symptoms of scurvy is bleeding gums. Once again, I'll tell about vitamin C. Vitamin C, type is vitamin C, function is protect gums, next helps immune system. Sources, oranges, gooseberry, green chili, tomato. The deficiency disease is scurvy. The symptom of this scurvy is bleeding gum. The next type is vitamin D. Function is calcium absorption and strong bones. Sources, fish oil, milk and eggs. The name of the deficiency disease is rickets. Symptom is weak and flexible bones. Once again, I'll tell type D, vitamin D. Vitamin D, the main function is calcium absorption and strong bones. Sources, fish oil, milk and eggs, etc. The deficiency disease is rickets. Symptom of the deficiency disease is weak and flexible bones. The next type is vitamin E. Function is infertility. Sources, vegetable oil, green vegetables, whole wheat, mango, apple, greens. The deficiency diseases, nervous weakness and vision deterioration. Again, the symptom is sterility, lack of resistance power to illness. Once again, I'll tell about vitamin E. The type is vitamin E. Sources, vegetable oil, green vegetables, whole wheat, mango, apple, green, etc. The deficiency diseases, nervous weakness and vision deterioration. The symptom is sterility, lack of resistance power to illness. The last type is vitamin K. It is the sources, green vegetables, tomato, cabbage, eggs, milk products. Deficiency diseases, weakness of bones, teeth, etc. Particularly delayed blood clotting. The symptom is profuse bleeding after a small injury. That is delayed blood clotting. That means profuse bleeding after a small injury. Vitamin K. Sources, green vegetables, tomato, cabbage, eggs, milk products. This is delayed blood clotting. The symptom is weakness of the bones, teeth, etc. Profuse bleeding after a small injury. The next we are going to learn about the next nutrient is minerals. Minerals are required for growth as well as regulation of normal body functions. Minerals are also protective foods. Sources, green leafy vegetables, pulses, eggs, meat, fish and foods. Minerals are required for growth as well as regulation of normal body functions. Minerals are also protective foods. Sources, green leafy vegetables, pulses, eggs, milk, fish and fruits. Now some of the minerals we are going to learn and their functions also. Calcium, name of the mineral is calcium. The function is strong bones and teeth and clotting of blood. Next one, phosphorus, name of the mineral is phosphorus. It is function is strong bones and teeth. The next mineral is named iodine. The main function of iodine is synthesis of thyroid hormone. Hormones means in our body some glands are there, they are called endocrine glands. That endocrine glands secretes hormones. The digestive glands secrete enzymes. There is a difference between hormones and enzymes. When you go to higher class, you know all these. But simply I tell what we mean hormones. Iodine is name of a mineral. This mineral helps to synthesis the thyroid hormones. The last mineral is called iron. Iron, the main function is formation of hemoglobin and brain development. Formation of hemoglobin and brain development. Hemoglobin means this is the red coloring matter. This hemoglobin only give red color to our blood. These are the food items. Food items rich in minerals is given milk, apple, spinach, beans, egg, etc. Now let us go next one, water. Our body need an adequate supply of water in order to maintain good health. Any human being should take minimum 8 tumblers, that is 2 liters of water every day. Once again I tell, our body needs an adequate supply of water in order to maintain good health. Any human being should take minimum 8 tumblers, that is 2 liters of water every day. Here some top water rich food is also given. These food also you have to include in your food. Then you are getting sufficient quantity of water also. I think you're all clear with this lesson. Once again I'll tell all the things. First we learn about health, then we learn about hygiene, then we learn about nutrients, next we learn about components of food, carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals and water. The carbohydrates are energy giving food. There are 3 forms of carbohydrates: sugar, starch and dietary fiber. Next we learn about fats. Fats are also energy giving food. Next we learn about protein. Proteins are also bodybuilding food. Next we learn about vitamins. Vitamins are protective food. There are 6 major types of vitamins. Vitamins are of 2 types, water soluble vitamins and fat soluble vitamins. Under this you learn the sources, the type, the functions, the deficiency diseases and their symptoms. Next we learn about minerals. Minerals are required for our growth as well as the regulation of our body functions. Then we learn about calcium, phosphorus, iodine and iron. Then water is also one among the nutrients. It needs adequate supply of water to maintain good health. Again, daily we have to drink minimum 2 liters of water. Apart from that, we have to take lot of water content food also. Next, we are going to do some assignments. Read the questions and work out the assignments. Thank you, students.